My mom betrayed me, and to bring back the family together she now accepts a terrible part of me. So, that happened. Or that's happening, I guess? I'll preface this by saying that there is no such thing as Thanksgiving where we live, but my mom likes to have a family get-together anyway on the day, just because family reunions are good. And I guess because this year we needed one. Recently I, 35 male, was wrongly accused. My cousin, 39 male, got a new girlfriend, 30-something, and they moved close to where my parents and I live. The girlfriend is hot I guess, but she didn't seem to have the best personality. They tried to become close to my parents and I, especially my parents, and I've been seeing them at dinners every other week. The girlfriend learned that I have money. One day she came to my place alone, and asked to borrow money to pay off a loan. I've dealt with such requests for years and I know accepting them makes me look like a clown to everyone, so I don't like to. But I was willing to, except she wanted it a secret between she and that I refused. If I provide the money, I don't hide that I do. She left upset and I thought it was the end of it, except I soon received angry calls from which it transpires that she claims I tried to rape her. I did not interested, never touched her. We had an adult, awkward conversation seated in my living room, her on a couch and me in another one, and that was all our interaction. She is just fabricating all of the accusations. My cousin believed her. I guess that can happen, he doesn't know me very well, and he's blinded by pussy. I can live with him believing I'm a monster. That'll actually give me back some free time from having to have family dinners with him and his deadbeat girlfriend. Unfortunately though, my mom, 69 female, also believed her, on the principle that she's on the women's side. That was harder to accept. I've known my mom had been taking the women's side on principle and thought it made her a feminist, on several occasions over the years. But that was over people news. Gossip. Not about her own, direct family. Her fucking son. So while I could picture her having that reasoning, I was devastated nevertheless. It's not like I gave her reasons to believe I'd mistreat a woman, though I guess it turns out unbeknownst to her there are reasons. I told her that in that case I was done with her and made it known to the rest of the family that I wouldn't be in the same house as her ever again, as well as the reason, and to start to pick what they wish to do for family gatherings, some birthdays, Christmas and New Year approaching after all. I took this decision for my mental health, but I was hurt. Very hurt. I don't want to leave bed hurt. And it happened right after something else entirely happened that already made me hurt. See? I've had a girlfriend, 28 female, for 6 years and I was currently losing her for completely unrelated reasons. Our relationship was a bit unusual, we were happy to not live together. But we were still very clearly exclusive and committed boyfriend and girlfriend. A year ago we had met this young girl, now 16 female, at our hobbies club, which isn't age prejudiced. Still, she was the youngest member ever and the club's little protégé. My girlfriend and her got along pretty well because they both have complicated families in similar ways, and my girlfriend had lived experiences similar to the one she was living now. I ended up getting close to her too, because when club activities ended at night we'd drive her home rather than let her go on her own. And we talked on the way and generally it became a routine and we became a part of each other's lives. Well, about 8 months ago, she dropped the bomb that she wanted to be my girlfriend. When pointing out that I was with my girlfriend, she proposed a three-way thing. That was an obvious no, but my girlfriend has some sensible issues on the matter. Notably, she doesn't like a woman, a girl, to be denied what she wants to do supposedly because some people decided she's too young. And she wasn't opposed to a three-way thing, especially with our young friend. So I was the only one opposed, and I had to tread carefully not saying it is because she's too young. Rather just that I don't desire her so it wouldn't be good. She pursued us for a while, and I refused for a while, until we heard she was in the hospital because she hadn't been eating lately because she was depressed. From there we met the girl's parents, 50 female, and 36 female, who apparently knew everything and made it clear I was welcome and encouraged to date her. I'd even say pressured to. From there it became very pressuring from all women involved to spend some time with the girl, giving her ample opportunity to flirt and try to get me as a boyfriend. And as time passed I eventually realized we had been going on dates, the girl, my girlfriend and I, on the pretense of spending time together. I felt this was ridiculous and leading the girl on, so I decided, on my own, unilaterally, that I would stop seeing her. Well, my girlfriend didn't take that well, shouted at me that I didn't respect a woman's sovereignty over her own life, and generally got very angry with me, and it was my clue that I was losing her. This fight happened a little before I heard my mom saying she believed my cousin's girlfriend story. So, losing two important people in my life, in one go. I've been depressed before, but never this low. I have an isolated shack in the mountains where I go when I need my man cave alone, and I spend some time there. Anyway, time passes, and my mom calls to organize the family reunion for Thanksgiving, asking when I can come, will my girlfriend be there, etc., as if nothing happened. Ha ha ha, what? I had no intention to ever be in the same house as her and reminded her so. That's when I learned that everyone had finally seen the light about cousin's girlfriend and she was out of everyone's life. That's great, but my mom had still betrayed me and I was not going to forgive, especially when no request for forgiveness was made. So, my mom finally broke down in tears, apologized, begged for forgiveness, yada yada. In the meantime, I had not been much of a holier-than-thou person, so I was willing to consider reconciliation. That we would seek in person and alone. When we're alone face to face, she starts trying to talk about she understands what she's done, and I stopped her. I had a confession to make to her. If she listened to it and still accepted to love me as her son, we were in the clear. Otherwise, we were never meant to get along anyway. My confession was this. While I was in my isolated man cave, the girl who was pursuing my girlfriend and I came to visit me. I was depressed, in denial, semi-conscious and semi-dreaming, and I was in bed. She joined me in bed. Slowly went through my defenses, and eventually got us naked and me willing to go along. So I did what she was proposing. Where we live it's legal, I don't have a problem with the law. Not with the law. Afterwards and after I got myself fully conscious and a good measure of what I had done, she asked again to be my girlfriend. What was I supposed to do anymore? I said yes. We spent a day and night in the shack being like rabbits, then went back to our lives and we've been dating as we can since. So, my mom now knew that I had been dating a 16-year-old girl, and it was up to her whether she still wanted me in the family. Personally, I had my own plans for life, with or without that family. We ended up having a Thanksgiving get-together at my parents', with my cousin broken up from his girlfriend, and with my young girlfriend meeting the family there. Nobody expressed being weirded out in any way. We were just requested to refrain from PDA in front of the kids, who I suppose were told I had brought a friend along. I still don't really get what happened here. Like it seems like that's my life now.